Lost to the Bears, but we're on to the Packers. The bad news is that our pets' heads are falling off. That's very unfortunate, and it's the wrong week for it. That's a reference to a movie you're not familiar with, Clarence. Let's just start the show, meow.
Got a movie. Yes.
All right, welcome in, everybody, to the DLLS Cowboys podcast. It is unfortunate that our pets' heads are falling off, but we're going to be okay. We're going to fight through this, and we're going to survive. That's what we're going to do. That's all we can do is move on to the next game and put a whooping on the next team in front of us. It happens to be the Green Bay Packers coming off a game where they couldn't put more than 10 points on the Cleveland Browns. I don't think they could score more than 40 on us. 38 maybe. Now 40. We're ready to rock, baby. Okay. I'm dedicating my performance on today's show. Do I do that after?
Andy Man.
First
one out there. Andrew.
What's up?
Salinas.
Hit the like button on your way in. My name is Jeff. Sitting next to former Cowboy wide receiver Jesse Holly.
Oh, Jesse Holly went 77 yards. It must be a reality show.
Dedicate my show today to the late Rudy Johnson. Just found out that Rudy passed away. Running back for the Bengals, Lions. But Rudy was my teammate my rookie year in Cincinnati. Good dude. Unfortunate, young, early 40s. Said from the report that he was dealing with some mental health issues. So remember, man, take care of your mentals, man. Take care of your mentals. It's important, man.
Next to Jesse is the greatest beat writer in the history of the Cowboys, Mr. Clarence Hill.
That's a big, thick boy. Not clowning.
Next to him is the second greatest beat writer in the history of the Cowboys, Mr. Ali Jawad.
Prince Ali, handsome as he.
Yeah, and we're ready to rock and roll on this thing. We appreciate you guys being in the chat before the show even starts. Like Austin saying, "What's up, good people?" and Captain Thunder.
Oh, he found me on Twitter.
Oh, is he on Twitter?
Hey, he found me on Twitter.
Oh no!
That's the same thing I said. I said,
So Jeff found you on Twitter.
Yep.
Jeff found you on Twitter.
I am not Captain Thunder.
They're dedicating this show too?
I am not. Ray Charles, I think. I'll go with Ray Charles. And Jason Alexander. That's George Costanza, Seinfeld.
Anytime you see me reference on Twitter, taking shots at a bigger lady who may be coming at me.
Okay.
I'll just always say
240 Schotty.
240 Shorty. I'll just always say, Ray
Shut
Charles,
up,
grab your wrist. You're not going.
Damn. A big lady be coming at you?
Yeah. Everybody.
The big girls like you?
They get mad at you? Or they...
Yeah, they get mad at me.
Okay, he's saying they're mad at
They're
me.
mad at me.
Yeah.
They're mad at me.
Probably because you're Captain Thunder doing a bunch of hating.
I know a big lady that's mad at you.
Name it.
Not doing
We don't got to go there.
I'm not doing that.
I think I know who you're talking about.
We don't got to go there.
Because I might really have to fight them. And I'm not going there. I'm not.
Big lady's mad at you.
I'm not doing
Joe
that.
knows I see you with that old Negro spiritual. Nobody knows the trouble I've seen.
Cowboys are seeing some trouble right now. CeeDee Lamb, 3 to 4 weeks. Tyler Booker, 3 to 4 weeks. Playing Green Bay this week. Down 2 starting offensive linemen. We're going to have some fun this week, ladies and gentlemen.
Mike is going to have fun. I don't know. We're going to have fun.
Gonna have a lot of fun.
Mike is going to have fun.
I don't know. I think he's
Do you think we can get him to spit on somebody before the game?
I think he's overrated, so I don't think it matters.
Maybe Dexter spit at the ground in front of Micah, and then Micah spit it
Be a
back.
good plan.
I might. Now listen, at this point in time, I'm taking all options because this won't be well.
Hunter Lipke needs to just be permanent backup
Take one for
blocker
the team.
for wherever Micah is.
Chipper.
Hang out over there. Yeah,
Take one for the team.
Micah Chipper.
I'm glad we got that Lipke extension going. He's really making big impacts for this team. Why would I fire a shot at Hunter Lipke for no reason? He got like less than $4 million a year.
That's the energy. That's the energy permeating out of this studio.
There's
today.
no reason to take a shot at
There's
Hunter
no reason
Lipke.
to take a shot at him, but there was no reason to give him an extension either.
Well, you had to be able to say you were doing stuff.
Right, that's my
'cause you
point,
traded
though.
Micah.
There was no reason to give him an extension. No one was clamoring for a Hunter Lipke extension.
And they did a snap extension on Ferg, who the next time he breaks a tackle will be the first in a year and a half. But they did extend Tyler Smith, which I appreciate. And I took a shot at Ferg for no reason. He just had 13 catches.
86
Somebody
yards.
dunked on me on Twitter because I said, who's going to make the Jake Ferguson did he break a tackle account? And it sent back the reception totals for tight ends. Like, clear in the field, you idiot. And I was like, that's a fair point. You got me there. He's crushing.
This is the Witten pass in Hall of Fame. You know, I used to have fun with Witten. And
Witten once upon a time was a 13-yard per catch guy. Witten was
I know, but he would have 100 receptions and 3 touchdowns.
Right. At the end of the
You know, you got that's what T.O. paid. You got 100 catches and 3 touchdowns. I mean, he ain't busting no butt. I mean, you know, be a difference maker. There's a lot of catches, but is it leading to something? And that's the frustration with Ferguson on Sunday. Yes, they're doubling outside, so it's open in the middle. Is it leading to anything? There's a lot of catches.
He's a guy.
But let's to stay on the injury thing. Like, I know up front is going to be major. But boy, outside is going to be difficult. You now have a passing game that you heavily relied on. Like, that was going to be your pathway to victories, was how well you were able to pass the ball down the football field. How well you were going to be able to let those two players, and I mean CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens, be able to make dynamic plays, get chunk plays, so I don't have to go nickel and dime all the way down the field, that I can get chunk plays and move the ball down the field at a much higher rate. And now, not having CeeDee Lamb, I'm very, very, very interested in seeing how this passing game will play out on Sunday.
I wasn't here for this, but you said George Pickens is not number one. I don't remember your response. What about you? George Pickens, is he in position now where that is your number one guy? Like, he is your number one guy, but is he a true one? Like, can he be that number one role?
I mean, I think he has number one talent. There's no question about that. How will the Cowboys use him? Will it play out in this offense? But he has number one talent. There's no question about that in my mind. But my issue with the Cowboys is that you talk about how it's going to affect the receivers, how it's going to affect the running game. You know, and one reason why they've been able to run successfully is because you had George and CeeDee outside, and they had to worry about those guys, and they were running light boxes. Well, they might not be running light boxes anymore. So that's going to affect the entire offense.
Yeah, and if teams don't run a light box, then I do like George Pickens' chances more. I guess I'm going back and forth and fighting myself on the idea of, like, is George Pickens a one? Like, I don't think he is a one, and it's more skill set related. But then I go back and I'm like, well, Dez was a one, and Megatron was a one.
Right.
I mean, obviously they had proven it. Like, they went out and they did it. He hasn't done anything like that.
We're not.
Right. You know what I'm saying? You know, he like to
because the reason I don't picture
we're not putting Megatron in that combination with those two.
Well, that's the way you want to take it.
Stop.
Yeah,
that's the way you want to take it.
You're taking it.
Because you want to be spicy today.
No,
me? Yeah, he wants to be.
I am the least spiciest.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
I'm the least spiciest dude
I'm
in
not
here
putting
today.
Megatron. Those guys.
We're not talking.
Well, you could try listening, and then you wouldn't be worried about it.
He's Megatron.
Talk this spicy.
I know he's not saying it, but don't put their names in the same sentence.
So what I'm saying is,
Come on, Ice Spice. What you got?
the reason that I don't see that with Pickens is because I think that he's limited in a way that, like, CeeDee Lamb is not, right? CeeDee Lamb will give you every route from any spot.
So with Megatron.
And he's a monster.
I'll put that out there.
Come on, man. Like, Megatron was some crisp, great route runner. Megatron was just a monster. Pickens, in theory, is a monster. And I can't talk myself into it, despite the fact that I'm like Dez was not a great route runner.
No.
But he was, I will take this thing from you, and then good luck tackling me. And, like, Pickens has that. But for whatever reason, I still can't make the leap in my brain and say, yeah, he's actually a number one. And, like, he had good numbers in Pittsburgh with nobody at quarterback. But I do think that his career is going to be the routes that he runs. Like, that's going to be it. It's going to be your go ball. Go ball means that you can run a back shoulder or a stop, and you can run a slant. And then now it's a straight line. And there have been number one receivers that do that. So I don't know what it is that holds me back from saying that George Pickens could be a number one, but I just don't feel it.
We got to have a number one wide receiver conversation, you and I. Like, not necessarily on the show, because, like, sometimes when you see a number one, and we've seen a number one here in Dallas for the last couple of years, and what that looks like and what that feels like.
Right.
And I'm not saying that George Pickens isn't a good player, but I'm also saying that he doesn't bring the same type of value to the passing game that CeeDee brought.
You hope he can be your T. Higgins to Jamar Chase. Like, that's the ceiling. And Higgins is actually a good route runner for a big old dude, right?
Yeah.
Like, Higgins, you don't picture if somebody signed him, you'd be like, whoa, they got one of the best receivers in the league. You'd be like, oh, they got a good player.
They got a good player. And that's how I feel about George Pickens. And I'm like, oh, George, I feel that like George Pickens to me alone is a really good player.
Yeah.
George Pickens to me alongside CeeDee Lamb, oh, this is a really, really good player now. Like, because of what comes along with that. When everything is shifted towards you being that level of the guy to now all eyes are on you, I don't have the feeling as if, like, we watched CeeDee Lamb last year with a bum shoulder and a bum quarterback, still and double teams galore, still go out there and put up
over 1,000 yards.
Over 1,000 yards.
Yeah.
Right? I don't feel like, and I hope that I am proven wrong, and I don't want this to sound like I'm taking a shot or being negative towards George Pickens, because I do think he's a really, really, really good player. I don't feel like, to me, this offense, a passing game, when it was CeeDee and a bunch of maybes, I don't feel the same way that I felt with CeeDee and a bunch of maybes than I do with George Pickens and a bunch and them.
It's George Pickens and them. And
like CeeDee and a bunch of maybes is better than George Pickens and them, to me, because of the dynamics of what CeeDee Lamb brings to the table that George doesn't.
And so I have a philosophy, long-standing philosophy. I look at receivers like two guards in the NBA. Everybody got one. Everybody got to lead the score. Everybody got to get buckets. You know, so there's always somebody's lead receiver.
That's what, when you hear me say Al Jefferson, Al Jefferson in Utah, somebody had to get the shots.
Everybody, so they're going to get them. And so, but there's only a few special ones, okay?
Yeah.
So, but generally, they're all dime a dozen. You know, everybody got one. Everybody got a lead receiver. Everybody got a diva out there. Everybody gets all the ball. But there's only a few special ones. We're talking about the special ones, the number one receiver. And the difference between a special one and the number one receiver in your offense, okay? Jefferson, your boy in Minnesota,
Chase.
your boy in Chase, and see, they're special. There are other
Amon-Ra.
guys. There are some guys who just the number one receiver in this offense. Okay,
Right.
and so there's two different things. But that's what the situation right now got us eating our own. Okay, y'all fighting about number one. Who I know receiver. That's how bad the situation.
That was just an energy thing. It was an energy.
But
thing.
what I'm saying is that's how bad the situation is with Dallas right now. The guards, the offensive line is messed up. The receiver, the one thing you thought you could count on, you thought you knew about was the offense. And we knew nobody trusted the defense, right?
No.
And now you don't even know what you're gonna get on offense right now. And that's where this Cowboys team is. That's where this Cowboys season is. You know, it's funny that
That'll be funny.
Jerry said it best.
No, he's never said anything best in his
He said
whole
it best
life.
in the radio today. The purpose of the zone is to limit big plays.
All right, hold on a second.
Let's talk about that.
He was right.
That's why you run the damn zone.
That's because he heard us say it.
The purpose of a zone is to limit big play. We run the zone and people still running behind us. How the hell does that happen? Because you can't get no pass rush. And it's a perfect storm. You know, we can't cover and we can't rush. But no.
I did see.
I didn't say it, John.
He didn't say it. I did see a tweet from you from Schotty yesterday about how they were talking about, we might change some things in the scheme and we might change some things in the personnel. And I don't know if that makes you more hopeful, but I mean, that immediately takes my mind to, well, that means the one guy that they already did it a little bit at least. They put Wanye Thomas on the field for Donovan Wilson for 9 snaps, and they got down to the goal line. They took Wanye out and put Donovan back in and gave up a touchdown. But like that, okay. Like if nothing else, if everything is bad, you may not even think that this is going to make you better. But I'm on board with make a change to make a change. Just to show people like, I'm trying something. You can't run that defense out there.
No.
You can't. So like you might not think that Leofau's a better player than one of the two linebackers that plays all the snaps. Try it. You might not really believe that Wanye is a better player than Donovan Wilson. I don't care. Try it, because what you're doing ain't working.
My thing with this is we've been watching Wanye right now for 2 years.
Yeah.
They've been watching Wanye for 2 years. Okay, they know Wanye.
Mm-hmm.
And they
Okay.
know Dono. They know Dono.
And they know Dono. They ain't never tried to put Wanya on the field.
Well, the thing is,
Why do we think we know more than them? And they see him every day. They
Okay.
see him every day in practice.
And
And I'm not talking about Jerry. I'm talking about the coach.
I know. And I'm
I'm
gonna preface this. I'm not smarter than it. I couldn't be a coordinator. I couldn't do any of it. But sometimes, if I just go off their words, I'm absolutely smarter than some of them. Because Eberflus was asked about Donovan, and he was like, "Oh yeah, he's one of our leaders.
Well,
he's a really good D player. He's a really good down player.
He's
He's
saying
not
the
a
right
good D
thing.
player. If you
He's
believe
just
that,
saying the right thing.
okay, well then stop putting him back there. Stop.
He probably said was Donovan. I mean, maybe Wanya ain't no better.
Let me find
And you
out.
just want to find out
I
about
just
Wanya
wanna find out.
just for your own.
I
And
do.
He said, I'd rather put Dono, a guy with experience out there, this guy here that run around my check in his back pocket who ain't never done nothing. I sit in practice, he don't do nothing.
Try somebody else running down the middle of people's chest every play other than Sam Williams. Like, try something. Just give me something. That's all. Coming up next on the DLLS Cowboys podcast, we will get to your super chats, of course. We see you guys out there. And also, it is time for our friend Greg Ellis. He's going to join the broadcast. We love him, and he's going to be on the show next.
Big game this weekend for the Dallas Cowboys at home, Sunday Night Football. If you're thinking about going to the game, you should probably download the app. In fact, not probably. You should download the Game Time app because even if you don't want to go to Cowboy games, if you want to go to Maverick games, rainy season is about to end. But when it comes back up against Stars games, concerts, comedy shows, all those type of things, plays, Game Time is where you should get your tickets. And once you download the app, use this promo code DLLS and you can get $20 off your first purchase. Don't just go by yourself. Get some friends, all come together. 2, 3, go on a date, whatever it is, make it a family outing. But you want to make sure that you get the tickets at the best price. And that's what Game Time guarantees, that they will give you the lowest ticket price for those specific events. You tap on the seat, it'll show you exactly where your seat is going to be at, the view and what your seat is going to be at. There's no changes when you get to the checkout line. What you see is what you pay. Download the Game Time app. Use the promo code DLLS. Save $20 off your first purchase. What time is it? Game time.
Okay, it's a little overkill. Shout out to our friends at Shady Rays, though. You guys know the moment. It happens to me a lot where you realize, oh, whoop, left my sunglasses in a vehicle. Oh, left. Oh, my goodness, it's at the bottom of the list. Oh, I lost my. Our friends at Shady Rays are the best in the business for a lot of reasons, but that right there is one of them. Oh, left the sunnies on top of the car. So your Shady Rays, they're incredible sunglasses. They're wonderful. They're good looking. They have a lot of different styles for you. But the wild part about Shady Rays, if you lose or break them, even on day one, our friends at Shady Rays will send you a brand new pair. No guilt trip, just replacements. So now you actually wear your sunglasses everywhere. Take them on a hike. Whoops, went down in the gorge again. That's what happened to me all the time. They just whoop.
What were you doing in the gorge?
And I was checking out the gorge. And then the Sunnies were like, we want to go. And they dove down in there. We've teamed up with Shady Rays to bring you a great offer. ShadyRays.com. Use the code DLLS35. You get 35% off polarized sunglasses. It is the DLLS Cowboys podcast. And we're going to check in. Look at, I like that. Snack it up. Fuel up for the hit. I like that.
One apple away, keep the doctor. One apple a day, keep the doctor away.
Former Dallas Cowboys great. Former Dallas Cowboys coach as well. It is Greg Ellis, and he's joining us on the DLS Cowboys podcast. How you doing, Greg?
Don't leave the big part. Don't leave the big part out, though.
What's the big part?
Former UNC Tar Heel now.
Oh,
Come on, no.
All-time leading sack man in North Carolina.
Don't forget about them Tar Heels now. We ain't going to leave that out of the mix.
Hello, Mr. Tar Heel.
Hey, guys. How y'all doing?
We're doing great. How excited are you for Green Bay week and the Cowboys' ability to block what's coming?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
That sums it up.
Yeah. Get my towel out.
Oh, no.
Man, I tell you what, dude. As Al Davis says, once a Raider, always a Raider. And I believe once a football player, always a football player. And so my heart goes out to the Cowboy players, man, and the coaches because, dude, when when it's going downhill like that sometimes and you feel like there's nothing you can do to stop it, it's a tough position to be in, man. And then, you got a really motivated person in Micah Parsons who's coming in here with Green Bay. Green Bay is coming off of a loss that, they feel like shouldn't have never took place. And so, yeah, they got a lot a lot of chips on their shoulder, not just one chip. They got a lot of chips on their shoulder. And so they're going to want to do some things to us, if you would. And so, yeah, it's going to be difficult for us.
Greg, from the defensive side of the ball, the Cowboys have really been struggling, and we keep hearing things about communication. They're having trouble in the zone and stuff like that. For someone who has played that side of the ball for all of your football career, what does, like, when you hear communication, like how does a defense fix that? Right, like you're running a zone. Like, how does the defense fix those communication woes so that they're not giving up these big plays on the back end?
Well, first of all, I would say you have to factor into the equation, right? In 3 years, well, this being the third year, the Dallas Cowboys defense has had a different defensive coordinator, right? When you look at it. And so, as a defensive coordinator, defensive staff, you go in there optimistic and say, okay, we're going to get all of our stuff installed and it's going to run smooth. But most of the time that does not happen, right? Because when you're sitting in a comfortable classroom with air conditioning blowing on you, it's easy to answer, okay, if they run up and out, me as a corner is doing this, I'm as a safety is doing this on this particular defensive call, or me as a defensive end, this call, I run this stunt. It's easier to do that. But when it has to be a split-second decision, it's much harder to get it right? And so it has to become second nature. And sometimes you have to trim down stuff, and it sounds elementary. And people say, well, they make millions of dollars. Yeah, if you're sitting in the air conditioning room making those decisions, it's easier to do. But when bullets are flying, bodies are flying all around, and you have to instinctively make that decision, it becomes difficult. So my advice that I've seen that help is that let's minimize, right? Jerry spends millions of dollars trying to find the best athletes to be on that football team. So let's minimize. We may not be able to out-scheme you a whole lot, but our guys are going to be able to play fast, mistake-free football. And that's sometimes where you have to get to.
Yeah, Greg, and I got so much to ask you about the defense because they simplified last year. Now they're talking about simplified this year. We're going to talk about how the simplifying under Zimmer when you guys were last year helped. But just want to reset a couple of things. You're here. Can you tell the people about the event you're having tonight? You got a movie, mental health movie. Can you tell the people about that movie, how they can get there, what's going on?
Yeah, so it's a movie. It's not based off a true story, but based off of true events that I've experienced over my years, if you would. And so mental health is at an all-time high. Mental health has always been an issue. Just people are finally becoming aware and identifying it, if you would, the big issues that come along with it. And so the film is very entertaining. It's something that we are doing in association with a symposium as well. And so there will be counselors on deck as well to answer any questions that you may have. But it is a regular movie, if you would. And so come have fun, bring your date, bring your husband, bring your wife, bring your kids. It'll be something that you will enjoy. Sometimes stuff that's educational is good for us. It's not entertaining, but this is not that. It's not a documentary where it's not entertaining. I'm not saying documentaries cannot be entertaining, but this is something that you will be entertained by. You'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll get mad. And so please come out and join us. We will be at the Angelica Theater, located on 5321 East Mockingbird Lane. So come on out, get your tickets. That's it. Starts at 6:00. So theater is filling up. There are other people in association with this as well. And so I know the list that was personally sent to me has about 50, 60 people on it already. And I don't know how many of the other people have on their list. So space is definitely limited. So come on through.
The movie's called My Dear.
My
right?
Dear.
My Dear. The movie's called My Dear. And again, it's tonight, 6 p.m. At the Angelica Theater right there off 75 and Mockingbird for you guys that know that area.
And I'll add this too, guys. With the movie, it's not, we're not, this isn't a premiere to say, okay, we're kicking it off and we're putting it into all these theaters. We're doing it a little different to start it out. We're just going individual theater at a time, if you would. Not theater, I shouldn't say that. Individual event at a time. Because when I first showed the film to a private audience, the reaction was overwhelming. And so I saw it as an opportunity to say, let's really help some people. And so that's why right now we show the film. We have counselors on deck, if you would, to be able to answer any questions that the audience may have. And so we're going to be doing that for a while. Just got back from North Carolina again. Fayetteville, shared some of this with Fayetteville State, going up to Chicago, I think October the 18th, back to Florida again. And so we're going around the country, but not just showing the movie, but also following up with panel discussions from mental health experts. So wanted to say that too.
Real quickly, you would want to told us on this show when you came on here to something about not Micah, but about Mazi, and like maybe they got to trade him because he was inactive for the first 2 weeks. I guess you're not surprised, but this, and he played against the Bears. But what do you do? He participated against the Bears. They went and got Kenny Clark, who's a true nose tackle. I mean, what do you do with Micah?
With Mazi,
excuse me.
Yeah,
I would trade Micah. Yeah, for sure.
Traded Micah. Somebody else thought that was a good idea, and it already. With Mazi though, man, like I said before the season started, I don't know what I mean. Obviously now trade value is going down every day with Mazi, not because Mazi is a bad football player, but because of the scheme that he's been asked to participate in. And like I told you guys, it does not fit him. Mazi is, and I want everybody to hear this in America, whoever listened to y'all show, stop judging Mazi and think he's a bad football player. There are plenty of football players that won't excel in certain schemes, and you take them out, unplug them, plug them into another scheme, and you're like, wow, where was this guy at? And that's what Mazi is dealing with. And I feel bad for him, because your first round pick in the world, and you guys know I was a first round pick here too, Clarence, especially you, and it's very challenging, right? And you want to be good. You're like, man, but this doesn't fit what I do. I worked hard as I don't know what. My rookie year, I think I only had 3 or 4 sacks, but they had me playing a tight 5 technique. And I'm like, dude, did y'all not read the press clipping? I mean, still to this day, it's like, I do have the sack record at the University of North Carolina, and I didn't do it from playing head up to 320-pound guys. I did it by getting on the edge. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm from. And so in that next season, Dave Campo came up to me during the offseason. He said, Greg, we're going to widen you out a little bit. And that was like music to my ears. And that second year, I was off to 7.5 sacks, I think it was, before I broke my leg during game 12. And so it makes a difference how a guy can be productive, but he needs sometimes to be in that right scheme, not sometimes, really all the time. And so right now with Mazi, if I was Jerry and them, I would seek to trade and find a realistic team so you can plead your case and pull out supporting film of Mazi in the past, even with us last year some, and maybe you go back some college film to show that potential team that you're looking to trade with, like, hey, don't judge him on him playing in this kind of scheme. Judge him in the scheme that he played in college. Judge him on the scheme he played last year in Zim's scheme, where, you're playing more big boy ball, you're more head up on stuff, and you're taking 6-inch power steps, and you're locking out that way, as opposed to just saying, look, let's hit it and get it. So that would be my advice that I would give to the Cowboys.
Greg, we appreciate you. We hope everybody comes out to the Angelica tonight, 6 o'clock, for the screening of My Dear. And do you have website or anything that you want to put out there for foundation purposes?
Man, it seemed like I would be real good at this, doesn't it, guys?
Yeah,
but I tell you what, I would. You can go to
gettingmyhelp.com.
You can go to gettingmyhelp.com, and that can lead you to get your tickets. But I would tell people just go to Eventbrite too if you want to purchase tickets, and search My Deer in the Dallas market, and you can obtain tickets that way as well. I would encourage people, if you're planning on going, go ahead and get a ticket versus just showing up, because have you to get there and there's no seats. But so get your tickets now if you plan on going. So that's it, man. I appreciate you guys though.
All right. Thank you, Greg.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Go Heels.
Yep, there we go.
That's
another interview. That the Heels is a whole nother interview.
Man, let me tell you, well, we could have a whole show talking about the Heels. Yeah, we could talk. Yeah, that's for another day, Greg. For another day in our Tar Heels,
get
man.
that one in another time.
Yeah,
The ceiling is the flow.
yeah.
I want to interview every former Patriot and be like, "Do you recognize this Bill Belichick?"
Yeah, you're right.
Girl on the sideline.
They'll all tell you they have no clue who that Bill Belichick is.
Coming up next, we will get to your super chats. I apologize. We're coming for you guys. Make sure you're hitting that like button. Coming up next on the DLLS Cowboys podcast, it's time to tote that thing. You got to find something.
Tote that thing.
You got to find something from last week to carry forward in this week.
Keep
you
it
have
simple.
to find something.
Keep it simple.
And it's next.
Don't complicate.
Oh, my God.
Our good friends at Big Brother Big Sister need you. Here's the thing. There are young men and women in America today. If you're watching this, whatever city you're in, there's probably a Big Brothers and Big Sisters program there. We need bigs. The young people of America need better mentorship, need more mentorship. They told us the other day, said, hey, they got a lot of women that's helping out here, and we're good on that side. But the fellas, my boys, my guys, we need you. We need you to head on over and to sign up to be a big. And it's a very simple thing to do. All you have to do is head over to bbs.org/ALLCITY to begin the process of setting up to become a big. It is so important. And the thing about Big Brothers, Big Sister is they help you out. You're not just going to be given a little and just saying, hey, figure it out. They have programs. They have tickets that people donate. They'll have things for you to do with your little. But head on over today and get signed up. bbbs.org/ALLCITY to become a Big Brother or Big Sister today. Also, want to encourage you guys out there to join the Supporters Club on YouTube. Be like Nux. Nux is a supporter. Well, I don't know if Nux could actually pay to be anything. Although it does look like he has thumbs. But he's just a foam finger. He's a foam finger with fingers.
With hands.
That's
Foam finger with hands holding a pennant.
yeah.
A pennant cheering for the Supporters Club. That's the team he's cheering for, is the Supporters Club. But yeah, you can sign up for that on our YouTube page. You just hit the join button, and then you can be part of the Supporters Club. And when you do that, you true sicko folks out there, you do get the official Supporters Club badge, and you get to stand out a little bit in the chat because you can fire off some of our exclusive emojis, which do include the pop. You get the pop emoji.
Yep.
You get the 88 emoji, which will be real good in about a month.
In about a
You
month.
get all those things. It is the DLLS Cowboys podcast, and this is where we test you. This is where we test how deep does your either your football knowledge or your blind optimism, how much you got.
How deep is your
Got the ball?
Because it is time.
Got the ball.
Got no ball?
How y'all ain't get no
I got the
ball?
I'll go get the ball. I can go get.
How y'all ain't got no ball?
Oh yeah, there's a ball right there. Yeah.
How y'all be toting that? Ain't
Yeah,
ready to
this
tote
ball
that
looks
thing.
Oh,
small,
God.
but it's because I got big hands.
Oh, my God.
I got big
Let
hands.
the guy with little hands catch that.
And so in this segment, we do have to tote that thing and find something from last week you want them to carry forward to this week. Before we do it, though, I do want to hit up our super chatter. Swayze's in the super chat. Clearly, we'll have a top 5 pick. Do you go full rebuild and trade Dak for 2 first-round picks? Doesn't make sense to keep a 32-year-old on a rebuild. Salary cap makes that hard. Dak is almost certainly your quarterback next year and highly likely your quarterback a year after that. But if you wanted to get real crazy, you can eat money and do whatever you want. Carrie Freak Jesus is in the super chat. I hear your philosophy chill, but I got one too. It's we lose the next 3 to 4 due to injury. I thought you counted on Poppy the Puppy, Carrie. Dro Nose is in the super chat, being incredibly appropriate as usual. A Jones got us into this mess, and only a Jones can get us out. I volunteer as tribute to Mary Charlotte. Once you go black, you get your Super Bowls back.
Joe,
That's racist.
log off.
That's racist. All right, it's time to test Ali. Ali.
Oh, tote that thing.
Look, let's just keep it simple and go to Jesse's Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. It's worked out for 3 weeks, and until it keeps working out, we will keep mentioning Javonte Williams. It's the only part of our offense right now that we're going to be looking at for some type of hope and optimism, unless, George Pickens can, pick up the slack left behind with CeeDee Lamb being out. But the Cowboys right now rank 11th in rushing yards per game at 127. Going to read off some stats. Javonte right now is 5th in the league with 227 rushing yards, tied for third with rushing touchdowns, tied for second in 20-plus yard rushing plays. He's averaging 75.7 yards per game, 5th in the league. His 14 first downs are the second most by a running back. Only James Cook has more. If you factor in who has the most overall, it's actually Jeff's favorite player, Jalen Hurts, who has the most rushing first downs so far this season.
Shocking.
Yards on tush pushes.
Got that yard, baby. You need a yard, I got your yard.
Yards after contact, 4th with 84, 4th in rushing yards after contact per attempt, and 3rd in broken tackles. He has the fewest tackle for loss yards among all running backs, -4. 13 receptions, ranks 4th among backs. And actually, in his last 2 seasons in Denver, Javonte had 3.6 yards per carry, 3.7 yards per carry. So far this season, 5.3, which is 5th most. So, one thing to point out that's working well, Javonte's running the ball very well. Last season was an issue for the Cowboys this time of year. Now, there's the but, as Jesse Holly always likes to put in there as well. That
you don't got a butt. You don't got a butt. You
we
tote
do.
that thing, bro. You don't have to butt your toe.
We've talked about it
Just
already.
You could just tote it.
No.
Oh,
I
you
got to
bring the room down. Okay.
Look, we're going to see just how good this Cowboy team is in certain aspects, and running the ball is one of those things. Without CeeDee Lamb now, with 2 starting guys down on the offensive line, can he continue to sustain that early success he's had so far to start this season? But as long as it keeps working out, every single week on a Tuesday, we will mention Javonte Williams.
You know how many carries
Good
Javonte?
job. Good job, brother.
You know how many carries Javonte
Good job.
Williams had after the first quarter in that game? Well, no, in the second half he had 1.
Second half, yeah.
He had 2 carries in the second quarter. They were getting
Yeah, well,
Dak,
look,
you got to score all the touchdowns.
when you're
As soon as
playing
y'all get
behind-
down 10, they're like, no more
you're
run
playing
plays.
behind.
That's tough.
That's all it is.
What do you think, Jesse?
Did he steal yours?
Are you mentally?
No.
physically-
No.
Going to Tar Heel.
Are you mentally and physically prepared, Jesse?
100%. I had to get my
Tote
dates right. Get my
that
dates right.
Bang.
So here's what I'm toting. I'm toting hope.
And change.
Give us
I'm
hope,
toting
Jesse.
hope.
What about change?
Because here's the thing. Like, you can't lose twice. For the most part, we had the Cowboys losing to the Green Bay Packers this week with the Tyler Booker, with the CeeDee Lamb, with the healthy roster. Yes? Yes, Ali?
Yes.
Yes, Clarence? Yes, Jeff?
This fat meat grease.
Right? We had the Cowboys already. So it doesn't matter what the loss looks like. We already had them losing. So that would have put the Cowboys right now at 1-3 that they lose against the Green Bay Packers. Here's the hope, okay? You lose against the Green Bay Packers. Your next 2 games are the New York Jets and the Carolina Panthers, right? So that can bring you to what? 3-3. Yeah?
Yeah, we're cooking now.
So now you're back to 500.
Let's go.
Then you go and you face a Washington Commanders team.
Got them.
I always say within the division outside of Philadelphia, you split usually sometime with those type of those type of players, right?
Giants, you go 2-0 pretty much.
That's what I'm saying. Like you kind of lose to the Eagles sometimes. You split against Washington. You
smoke the Giants.
You smoke the Giants, right? So let's just say, because I'm pushing hope, you beat the Washington Commanders. That puts you at 4-3.
We're cooking.
Not a bad place to be, right?
No, it's not.
You keep moving. We don't really know what Denver is. Denver's up and down. They have some good things happening for them. Maybe they win. Maybe they don't win, right? Let's just say, hey, you lose that game. Where do you find yourself back at?
3-4. 4-4?
4-4.
4-4.
You're back at 500. You're
good.
8 games in. You're at 500.
got
Then
that.
you have Arizona,
Not good.
and then you have the Vegas Raiders, which
You're not good.
they're not that good. You can beat both of those football teams.
Now we're 6-4.
You can find yourself at 6-4
What are you talking about?
heading into the gauntlet with Philadelphia, Kansas City, Detroit, Minnesota.
Now
Now
we're 6-8.
there where it may get a
Yeah,
little
no,
bit.
he
That's
carries
where
some
it may
water.
get a little bit wonky. But this thing isn't dead. I say all that. By the time that we get to the Philadelphia game, November 23rd, CeeDee will be back. Booker will be back. Overshaw may be back. Revel may be back. Bland will be back. You'll get a host of players back. So I'm toting a little bit of hope
I like what you're doing.
going forward for the Dallas
I like what you're doing.
Cowboys.
I like what you're doing.
Boom.
Jesse Jones in the building. I like
Boom.
that. Yeah, that's nice. That was a good job.
Boom.
That was a good job.
Tote that hope.
Who are you?
6 and
This is
4.
not, you're the negative Jesse. You're
I'm
the,
not.
You're
I'm
the
the
Captain
honest.
Thunder Jr.
I'll give you points for trying.
Come
You
on.
definitely tried.
Come on.
I'll
You
give you some
tried
I'm
points for
toting
trying.
that hope.
You tried it.
I'm toting
But
that
seeing
hope.
as Caleb Williams is nominated for FedEx Air Player of the Week.
Nominated. He wasn't that bad boy.
Okay. We'll
You
see.
tried it.
Other guys will follow when they
You
play
guys-
Cowboys defense.
You tried it.
Just so you know how good the Cowboys defense is. You remember when Russell Wilson threw for 450 and 3 tutties?
Yep.
Well, in
He
week
just got
18.
benched.
Yes, for Jackson Dart.
Russ
Oh.
ain't the quarterback no more.
Damn.
Jobs are on the line.
Only if he could play the Cowboys every week.
50 and 3 tutties.
You still got to find a wife.
Most starting quarterbacks do.
Do they?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, damn nice here.
All right.
No, they can't.
I'm sorry.
Clarence Hill,
Tote
that thing.
Oh, I'm
Oh.
struggling.
Okay, I'll take the ball.
No, but
No, you don't have to.
I'm gonna. The Cowboys stayed at the JW Marriott,
Yeah.
downtown Chicago.
Yeah.
Keep doing that.
Okay.
Keep
Nice.
doing
That's
that.
a good hotel. You
That
like
was
that?
a nice hotel.
Okay.
Can we get that clip?
JW Marriott. That's a nice room, nice big room.
Yeah.
Nice big king size bed.
Nice.
Nice, nice hotel
You
bar.
you go full starfish on that thing,
Yeah, it's
spread all the way out.
I enjoyed that.
All right.
On the field, I'm going to piggyback on something you talked about. Can we get more Brevin Spanford?
Might as well.
I don't mean take Ferguson off the field, but Spanford is a blocking summer gun right now, right?
Ferguson is as interested in blocking as I am.
Yeah, he's on block. You know, he didn't even start the game because they had Schoonmaker start the game because we were running plays. So they didn't
Schoon
have
is
him on the
probably even worse.
Yes,
I don't
but-
need any Schoon.
But-
There's not a play where I need Schoon. Like Bird, you can run my 7-yard hook. Schoon, stand over there.
Yeah,
Stay
so-
out.
So, but yeah, and Spanford, the play that got called back, everybody was excited about the catch he got from Milton, and he had a little juice.
And that ball was not
That ball
thrown
wasn't
to
even
him.
his, though.
That ball was to Pickens.
That's fine.
He just said, I can reach it.
He's a big boy.
I can reach it.
He showed some juice in the legs and
Did
he
show a little
jumped
juice
over
there.
something.
He
Like,
did. Okay.
I ain't seen this. I mean, we're grasping at straws here,
Yeah.
guys. You know, and one other thing they want to tell you, talking about guys coming back. Keep bringing these guys back. Jerry, keep talking about, we got guys on the come.
Yeah, we do.
Bland's coming back this year. And I got a text that Revel will return to practice October 1st.
See?
Revel's coming back. He's returning to
come.
practice.
It's basically like adding 6 picks at the trade deadline.
Yeah, you get all
Pretty
these guys
much.
back. Revel's coming back October 1st. We'll see what that means for the roster and everything else. But keep bringing these guys back. Overshawn coming back. Revel's coming back. Bland's coming back. CeeDee's coming back at some point.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah.
Let me get that ball.
Yeah,
There
Micah
you go.
Parsons coming back too, just on
I'd
the other
like, to
team.
thank, I'd like to thank the voice of reason, Captain Thunder, in the super chat.
That was me.
He said, can we stop the negativity? It's toxic. We should be 2-1. And if Greedy Dak could throw more than 6-yard screens and 2 interceptions, if Williams doesn't fumble, we win 34-31. Our owner deserves support. And you know what? That's actually going to be my Tote That Thing.
Paxton, you're amazing on that Twitter, man.
Actually,
Paxton, you're a great.
Don Steven.
Don
Which one is
Steven.
it?
Who-
I would like
Shy.
my Tote That Thing
Jeff Kavanaugh, tote that thing.
is today I'm just grateful to have the best owner in the history of sport.
Next segment.
Because I do think that there is a certain amount of pride that comes from how much money you have and are worth. And I want to salute Jerry for being worth more than anybody else. Because, yeah, sure, the other teams, oh, look, you won a Super Bowl. Oh, you went to an NFC title. You went to an AFC title game. What'd that get you? I won a game. Jerry gets to be worth more than all of you, no matter what. That's a champion. I like to salute Jerry Jones for the ingenuity, the aggression when it comes to team building in terms of net worth, the foresight to say, I don't even care about your deal with Coke League. I'm going Pepsi. I sue you for $750. You better let me make this money. And you know what he did? He won because Jerry's a winner at business. And I salute you for that. My Tote That Thing is the offensive line run blocking. You will have 2 new people doing it. But the Cowboys offensive line run blocking and Clayton Adams, y'all are monsters. Clayton Adams is a monster. Coaching matters. I I think it had been whispered and kind of said out loud a little bit last year. Your coaching on the offensive line has probably been bad for however long. And the guy before him were here. Coaching matters. Clayton Adams is awesome. Cowboys, keep it up run blocking because I love the way that you're running the football. So TJ Bass, Brock Hoffman, don't let me down. I need you guys. And if you call run play, Terrence can't miss as often. So I think call run plays. Got it?
Got it.
Did we ever hit your Schotty take?
No, we'll do that in the fourth.
Okay. Coming up next on the DLLS Cowboys podcast, we're going to beat the Packers by 30, and a Schotty take from Jesse is next. Sign up to be a diehard. We sure would appreciate it because while Jerry is worth the most, we are not yet.
We're getting there.
But we want to be worth the most of all the media companies in DFW. And to do that, it requires your support. So go ahead on and sign up to be a diehard because we told you this yesterday. Now is the time where we need each other more than ever. It could get bumpy.
Could.
Or we could be 6-4 right around the corner. We could. But it could get bumpy. And when it gets bumpy,
Carry the water with me.
guess what we're going to do?
There you go. You're
Mock
admitting
drafts?
it. You're admitting it.
Carry the water with me.
You're admitting it.
We're going to be here together. We're going to be here together through the turbulence and the speed bumps. Hope we don't blow out a tire. And it's just going to be us together because you're a diehard. You'll be in the Discord with us. When you sign up to be a diehard, you do get to get into our Discord, which has all sorts of different channels. So if you're mad enough at the Cowboys that you don't want to click on the Cowboys General channel, that's fine. Hop up in that food channel. Let's talk about the chicken wangs we're cooking. You know, show me your jambalaya. We had a guy in there that made his homemade jambalaya.
My air fryer wings are amazing.
We go toe to toe.
What about the foot channel?
There's no foot channel.
Yet.
You could probably put that in other channels. Like there's one that's just good vibes or just positive vibes.
Or
positive vibes only. You can put your feet in there.
The food.
You can put the feet in the food channel. When you sign up to be a diehard, you also get to pick a free T-shirt from the merch store. And here in about a month, you're going to want that 88 Club. You're going to want that shirt.
Yep.
You might want the Dim Boys right now. You might want, that's a nice shirt with the Dallas skyline. You see the bridge? You got the bridge in the background, Reunion Tower, Bank of America building, and a horse.
What's that bridge?
Margaret Hunt Hill Bridge of Hunt. Margaret Hunt.
It's the new bridge is Margaret Hunt Bridge, yeah. Over at Trinity Grove.
All right. It's the DLLS Cowboys podcast. Jesse, you got a Schotty take for us?
Yeah, I do. And, you know, with the Cowboys in the situation that they're in right now, right? There are, you know, the games aren't being won at the rate that he would like for them to be won. Your defense is absolute gooch juice. Like,
You can't.
Gooch juice.
You're fine.
it's bad.
Yeah, it's not good.
It's bad.
And then now you have a rash of injuries. You already lost BB. Now you lost Cooper. And then your all-world wide receiver, CeeDee Lamb, is not in the mix. And so my take is this, Brian Schottenheimer, this is what coaching is about.
Here?
This right here,
It's
how
not.
to coach. If you, I get, you stand up in front of the media at the mic and you say all the positive things and people love you for it. And people have talked about just how well you do at the rah-rah type situation. This is where coaching truly matters. This is when you go and win yourself and your team a game or two. I look at teams like the Niners, right? They're 3-0. Rash of injuries have happened for the Niners, right? The Rams have gone through injuries. Detroit goes through injuries. Teams go through injuries. And it's not about, you know, yes, you would like to have depth, but the coaching part of this is where you're able to take whatever it is you have. When you open up that fridge, whatever scraps that you got in there, make it a meal. And for me, Brian Schottenheimer, you want to show me, you want to show the world that you're a damn good coach. You take whatever you have left and you work with that. You slow the game down if you have to. You bring out trick plays if you have to. You do whatever it is. This is the part right here when I talk about coaching. And I always say this when we start breaking down how the year comes around for wins. I say, man, your quarterback alone should be good for 2 wins by himself. Your quarterback should be able to put the team on his back, go have a shootout, win you a game or two, right? but also your coaching. Coaching should be good for a game and a half. You should be able to coach your tail off for a game. Now, I don't know if that happens in the Green Bay game, but I'm saying
Go ahead and hold that for Carolina. Win us that one.
But if I'm not saying it's going to happen, but hell, that would be a good time.
Yeah.
That would be a good time to stay in that office and figure out a plan where you can put together whatever it is, whatever that looks like. Javonte, George Pickens, Turpin, however, whoever. This is why coaching matters. It's in these moments. It's not when you got a full arsenal. That's and I don't want to say coaching is easy, but it's easy to call up a plan when you got George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb, all those guys out there healthy and fully ready to go.
Barry Switzer won a Super Bowl.
It's when you don't have those players. It's when you're able, and again, it doesn't have to be a blowout. It could be 6-7. And you just figure out a way. You call the right plays at the right time and you get the most. I didn't like last week when you were trying to fix things and things were going bad and you did a walkthrough. It's tough to fix communication in a walkthrough because you don't play in a walkthrough.
Greg Ellis told us.
You play.
It's easy when it's slow.
It is. You play fast. You got to practice that way. You got to fix it that way. So this is where, Brian Schottenheimer, you have to come to work. You have to come to the office and you got to challenge your other coaches. Hey, give me your best plays. Give me your best this. Give me your best that. Require your players to have the best week of practice. This is when coaches matter, and the talking won't get it done. You can't sit up there in a press conference and give me the gift of gab and wow me with words. That won't get it. This is why they pay you the big bucks.
Okay.
You want to show yourself worthy of that head coach status? This is it, buddy. This is it right here. This is how you show us that they picked the right man for the job.
Sir.
What?
Great
That
rant.
was a good speech.
Great speech.
That was a good speech.
Great
Give him
speech.
some snaps.
Great
It
speech.
was a good speech.
Passion. You put some thought into it.
He did.
Couple of sentences out from old school.
Oh.
Talent without hard work, nightmare.
Yeah.
Hard work without talent, pipe dream. He can work hard all he wants to. He ain't got enough talent to get nothing done.
Here's the
He ain't
thing.
got enough talent to get nothing done.
You got to do your part.
Hey,
Go
he
put
doing
points
his
on the
part.
board.
Am I
doing his
Put
part.
points
am
on
I
the board.
saying that they're going
He
to be
don't get
talented
nothing
enough?
done.
Am I saying they're going to be talented enough to go win a Super Bowl? Probably not. No. But you have NFL level talent players.
Do they?
They have an
Offensive line
NFL
is
job.
good enough.
You got guys.
You have
good
a
enough to
franchise
play at that
quarterback.
level, but at what point do you say
On defense?
No, defense is
That-
bad. You got to outscore.
your talent is so bad that coaching is not even going to be able to fix this?
I don't know, man. I mean, this is how you. This is again. I'm not saying you're going to run off 19 straight. I'm not saying
I'm
that
talking
you're
about
going
this Sunday.
I'm talking about
Go score
this is-
33.
Like you have to go out there. This game, you don't want this game to be a blowout. Well, however, you got to muddy this game up to give yourself a chance in the fourth quarter. If we're talking about this game is over at halftime, and quite possibly could be, but you got to pull in your entire staff, and you got to say, man, y'all got to give me man, what is the best two defenses that you can call? Let's rep the.
What you think those two are?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Zone defense.
You
You
gotta
don't
lose
give up
the
big
snap on
plays.
your offense.
I don't know.
Boys, we need 40.
I don't know.
The last time the Packers came here, did they score on 7 straight possessions or was 6 straight possessions?
I'm just
That's a lot.
saying.
The last time Ferg found the end zone.
This is where coaching matters. Go find a way. And again, I'm not saying Green Bay because we all had Green Bay as a loss on the schedule with a full complement of people.
Oh, yeah. I agree.
Before we even traded away Micah
And with
Parsons.
Mike
to
on
the
our
Bills.
side, yeah.
We had Mike on our side. We were like, oh, well, Green Bay, that's going to be an L.
I got a number.
So, cool. Make it a little bit competitive.
Right.
Like, don't get smoked at home. But you got to go and find a way to beat the Jets. You got to go and find a way to beat the Panthers. Like,
Yeah.
start coaching you start coaching your butt off.
You think he was already doing that? I mean, because to me,
No,
with
crank it up.
that, to me, with that whole, I felt that
Coach desperate.
the Chicago game, I put them in the same category with the Jets and Carolina. We know you're going to lose to Green Bay. But you got to beat. I mean, you're on the road. That's why, these are must win. These are games that really tell the tale of your season. They're on the road, but you're playing the winless Bears. And you're playing the Jets still winless?
Yep. Yeah.
You're playing the winless Jets. And Carolina, they just, stomped the butthole in Atlanta, but that's a game you should be able to win. You got to be able to win those games on the road. And so, number one, the Bears loss is a huge setback, that old philosophy. Everything's in the balance now. If you can't beat the Bears on the road, you get the doors blown. Yeah, that Jets game is a pick'em game, And then you got Carolina, and then you were talking about Denver. Cowboys always lose at Denver, even when they had their good. I mean, they going to Mile High, whatever. They
hard to breathe.
Struggle in Denver.
Hard to breathe.
And Kyler Murray's never lost at AT&T Stadium. I mean, all these games in the balance with this team, and so that's why you got to put games against winless opponents in the bag. And they didn't do it last week. I don't know how much, and I know Schotty was coaching his butt off last week.
I think it's different, man. I think this is where you really have to, because there is a level of when you have a healthy CeeDee, a healthy Dak, a healthy George Pickens, you can get complacent because you have such good players. You can go, you know what? I just need to get one. I just need to get one haymaker.
If you complacent in week 3 of your first year coaching, and you've been waiting 30 years to get this job,
complacent was a bad word. Complacent was a bad word by me. I'm saying that when you have such great talent in certain areas,
you don't have to dive head first into your bag of plays.
I don't have to. I can still say, you know what, the slant route, he could take that to the house. I don't have to get so deep into my. Now you got to get deep into it. Now you got to figure out, okay, what are the no doubt 7 plays that Turpin can run that we can have success on? How can I scheme up Ryan Flournoy, right? What can I do to make Jalen Tolbert what is Jalen Tolbert's strength? And how can I maximize that every single time, right? What are the surefire runs that I know that my 5 guys up front can run, and how can we dial those in? How can I call them at the right time? How can I manage this game? That's the mentality that you have to get in. From a coaching standpoint, you have to get in such a bag that you can just be like, all right, I know, I'm watching this film so minute that I know that when I call this play, I'm gonna get Turpin on this route, and we're gonna hit it.
I love the passing.
I like
remember that video in America's whatever that Netflix series. What is it called? America's Team, the Cowboys.
Jerry's Clown Show. Or
Jerry and Steven.
Whatever it's
remember
called.
Jerry and Steven?
Hot dog or the bun?
Remember Jerry and Steven were talking about. Steven said, "I want an X's and O's coach." Jerry, I want a vibes coach, right?
Yeah, I want a coach that is cool with me.
They got a vibes coach, dog. They didn't get him because he was in his bag. They didn't hire him because of his bag. You asking something that's not on the table. They didn't. This is a vibes. This is a culture coach. This is not an in your bag coach. That's not why they hired him.
You gotta have. I'm not saying.
Nobody was hiring him because of his bag.
I'm not saying he got a Go Yard or he got a Louis Vuitton or Birkin bag.
I mean, it could be a Glad trash bag.
I'm saying,
but nobody need to get hired.
What is it?
Because he was a schemer. He didn't get hired because he was a schemer.
Come on, dog.
He got hired because of the aura.
Steven thinks he did?
No.
Or ain't gonna win you no games. I'm sorry. Or ain't gonna win you no games.
Culture. That's what we've been talking about, culture and
Culture ain't gonna win you no games.
Brotherhood. That's all we've been talking about since we got hired. We have not been talking about scheme.
Take the ball first and go score. Because if you're going to bail on the idea of handing the ball to Javonte Williams when you get down 10, you're dead.
Yeah.
Don't. That's what I would tell Schotty. Don't panic. Hand that thing off unless it's not working. When you're getting 6, 7 a pop, I can be down 10. Let's get our butts down this field. You don't have to pretend that we need 7 in 4 minutes instead of 7 minutes. Let's go get points.
Shout out to Dino Lester from all the way from Australia. What part of Australia are you from? I've been to Australia. I've been to Melbourne, Australia. Great place. Awesome place.
Who'd you go there with?
Where are you from?
CT's in the super chat said, Jesse, suit up. Come out of retirement. Come on, one time.
You got 77 yards in you?
One time.
No, I don't.
He needs 78, though.
I don't.
He needs 78 this time.
I don't.
To get that win, you don't need 78.
I ain't going to talk bad about me on this internet.
Night 405's in the super chat watching the Netflix doc. Barry Switzer could have been underrated with his work with Charles Haley. Yeah, people seem to like him, except for when you asked him, like, yeah, but how did he do it getting you to play good? And they're like, oh, he didn't care about nothing. But he was real nice.
Ask Troy about it.
Yeah, well, yeah, Troy. Boy, that was. There's so many things I didn't remember happened.
Yeah.
Troy Aikman racist. Like, I never remembered that even happened. And it was the whole Super Bowl story. Anyway, Cowboys by 100. You know, that's what's going to happen. By the way, take the keys from Jerry. Heard some of the stuff he said on the radio today. Remember, you have no idea what anybody's going through, so be cool to everybody. We love you. Be easy.
Eliminate the contingency.
We all silly like the mayor.